All right, so we are back once again with another video. Y'all see the title, y'all see the thumbnail. We're here to talk about the best in the world, not CM Punk, but the prodigal son, the legitimate son of Mr. McMahon, not Hornswoggle and not Mr. Kennedy. We're here to talk about Shane McMahon. And it's insane, man, because Shane McMahon has been in the wrestling news for the past week now. And it's like day by day, we're just getting more news, more information, new stories circulating, news stories just coming out to the forefront. And I could have made this video when it first was brought to the table, but of course, a lot of videos coming out this week. By the way, if you haven't checked out my WrestleMania 38 match card predictions, go check it out. Also, if you haven't already, subscribed to the channel and like for more content. But I wanted to wait. And to be quite honest with you, I am glad I'm waited because, like I said before, there's just been lots of stuff coming out about Shane this past week. And what better way to talk about it now is, well, today. So what's going on with Shane McMahon? Shane McMahon's been let go. He's no longer in WWE no more. He has been quietly let go. He's been released. Yeah, Vince McMahon legitimately released and got rid of his own son. I know that's crazy, but hey, Vince did it. So what's the reason? Why was Shane let go all of a sudden? It seemed like that Shane was in a position where he was going to be at WrestleMania, but we have to trace our steps back. We got to go down memory lane just a little bit. We got to go back to the Royal Rumble because it was at the Royal Rumble where this pretty much all started. Now, a lot of people looking at the Rumble, obviously the Rumble wasn't as good as many of us thought it would be. In my opinion, it was very lackluster due to, well, the non-appearances of stars. To be quite honest with you, this year's Rumble match lacked star power. It was really, you had a few stars, but most of it was just, well, mid-carders. And I hate to be that, but I mean, it's true. And plus, it was just acting partners. So basically, Shane McMahon got the heat because Shane produced the match. Yes, Shane produced the match, and apparently Shane went against like creative and other people. Like, and again, these are all like reports saying, like, you can read them online. Like, these are all reports I'm saying. But there was heat on Shane for how he produced and booked the match and with the way he came out and going after, Riddle and Otis and, Kevin Owens. He actually eliminated Kevin Owens, as we saw. And many people just didn't like what Shane was doing and how he was booking the match. I think he even went off on actually one producer, Jamie Noble. I know that rings a bell to so many people. And yeah, and then there were some other ideas. Shane was, I guess, trying to present his own ideas to McMahon and, everybody else. And Vince pretty much was like, dude, like, this is it. Like, I'm putting my foot down. And he sure as hell did, because look at Shane now. He's no longer in the company. He is no longer being brought up in any of creative processes, because after the Rumble, it was being reported that, well, Shane was going to be involved some way capacity on Monday Night Raw. He was going to be involved in the chamber in some way, shape, or form. And it seemed like we were going to get maybe, just maybe, Shane McMahon versus Theory. That's what I predicted. But according to reports, it looks like Shane was either going to fight Rollins at Mania or he was actually going to challenge Lashley for the WWE title. And no offense to Shane or Lashley, but Shane doesn't really need a WWE title match. Everybody knows that. But, yeah. So, what are my overall thoughts on Shane McMahon being released? To be quite honest with you, man, this whole situation has just been crazy. Is Shane all right? Because I know everyone's like, oh, Shane is he's gonna go against his dad. He's gonna do what he did back in 2001 when he was with WCW. He's gonna go to AEW and he's gonna do big. Dang it! Now, Shane going to AEW, that, to be quite honest with you, that statement in and of itself is complete laughable, if I'm being quite honest with you. Like, in no way, shape, or form do I see or can even imagine Shane O'Mac just jumping ship to AEW. That literally makes no sense. And, guys, let's be real here. This isn't the first time that Shane's left. Well, this is the first time he's been released, but remember, 2009, like January of 2009, Shane McMahon left the WWE. Like, he left, was gone for years, and came back in 2016. So this isn't the first time that Shane decided to Shane was outie of WWE. But obviously in this case, it's pretty big than the last one. So do I see Shane going to any other wrestling company? No, I don't. I think Shane is going to be good. He does have, dollars back up. He's not broke. So I think Shane's going to be good. I think Shane's going to go back home, spend some more time with his family and stuff like that. And I think Shane's going to live the life. I think he's going to go his own route, Is he going to start up his own company? Absolutely not. That's not going to happen. I think Shane is good for where he is, just being at home, most likely as a family man. So, yeah, I know a lot of you are probably happy that Shane's not here, but me personally, the only reason why I low-key wanted Shane back again was for him and Theory to have a match at Mania. I think that would have been the perfect match for Theory to go over and would have definitely put Theory up more on the board. But we're not going to see that now, and I honestly don't know what you do with Theory. They're probably going to put him in that that meaningless Andre the Giant Battle Royale, or they'll probably put him in a U.S. title match or something like that. I don't know, but hopefully they do something with Theory for Mania. But yeah, so overall, man, Shane, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. This whole situation is absolutely insane. But it's in the past now. Let's move toward the future, and the future is WrestleMania at stake. So yeah, so those are my overall thoughts on the Shane McMahon. Also giving you guys a backstory. If you really want to know what's really going on, like I said, just read up online. There's tons of news articles, news stories covering this whole thing that do a way better job than I do. I'm just kind of giving you guys the summary. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. This has been the Kid DC Wrestling, and so yeah.